Hello, my name is ZBZ27 and today I'm going to be showing you my LEGO custom creation, the Flying Scotsman number 60103 in its BR Brunswick Green livery. This type of steam locomotive is one of the very first I've ever made. I have made few LEGO trains in the past, but none quite as difficult as this one. In the past I have tried to make my own LEGO steam locomotives, however I failed very miserably. And after seeing the Flying Scotsman made by Smith Movies on YouTube, I felt inspired to make my own. For me personally, the hardest part to replicate was the boiler, as I never used this technique before. However, since using it, I've used it in a few other of my locomotives. Another task to work out was the wheel configuration. The Flying Scotsman's wheel configuration is that of a 4-6-2. All my other LEGO locomotives were made with the 4-6 wheel configuration. And to be able to work out how this can get around LEGO track was a very difficult task. However, I managed to make it work and it goes around very well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to achieve the highest level of piston rod detail, as this locomotive is only built at 6 studs wide. However, I added a fake piston rod on top of the piston rod connected to the drive wheels in order to replicate Wall-Sharp's valve gear. When the train is moving along, it knocks it up and down. Personally, I think it looks very good, and at high speed, it looks amazing going around my LEGO track. When it comes to interior detail, I try to add as much as I can. For example, opening firebox doors, a regulator handle, dials, a water gauge, and also a brake handle. I also attempted to add little detail into the front of the tender. So for example, we have coal falling out from the tender for the firemen to scoop up, as well as a fire extinguisher, in case things get a little too hot. The locomotive can fit 2 LEGO minifigures. The minifigure on the right is the driver, and the minifigure on the left is the fireman. The driver is based off Bill Sparshat, who was the driver of Flying Scotsman when it reached 100 miles an hour officially for the first time. When it comes to the tender, I was very happy with the way this turned out. The entire locomotive is tender driven, which means it gets its power from the tender. As you can see, the back 2 wheels are connected to a LEGO train motor, which is connected to a powered up hub that sits towards the back of the locomotive. In order to turn it on, all you have to do is press the top of the water tank. An interesting fact about Flying Scotsman is that it had a corridor tender, which would allow crews to be able to change over during the journey so that they can take a rest. My LEGO Flying Scotsman struggles to pull all of my LEGO carriages, as it is the heaviest locomotive I've ever made. So I developed a second tender, which would allow another motor to be added and which would give the train more of a boost when pulling the carriages. It is not in the same livery as the second tender that Flying Scotsman has is in apple green. However, I feel like it suits the locomotive very well, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Like the previous tender, this tender also has a mechanical feature of turning on the powered up hub when pressing on the water tank. When it comes to overall detail, I feel like I captured this locomotive very well, especially when it comes to the sticker on the front of the smoke box door, the front lights, vacuum pipe on the buffers, as well as the nameplate that goes above the wheels. And there you go, that is my LEGO Flying Scotsman. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments down below if you want to see some of my other LEGO locomotives. Peace out!